Picture this, Nikola Jokic drops a mind-bending 33 points, 14 assists, and 12 rebounds. He's flawless in the first half, nailing all 10 shots. Yet, the Nuggets still lose. This isn't a one-off. As Jokic outduels NBA legends in the record books, a curious trend emerges. The league's drowning in points, but fans are switching off. Is the Joker's dominance a warning sign of the NBA's future? His unique style, part ballerina, part bulldozer, is rewriting the game's rules, but at what cost? Let's fast break into this scoring explosion and the unexpected fallout. The answers might surprise you. Nikola Jokic is redefining what it means to dominate in the NBA. The Denver Nuggets 7-foot Serbian center has been on a statistical rampage, leaving fans and analysts in disbelief. In recent weeks, Jokic has strung together a series of performances that seem plucked from a video game, outdueling Wilt Chamberlain in the record books. What makes Jokic's triple-doubles so mind-bending? It's his unique blend of skills that sets him apart. He possesses the court vision of a point guard, the soft touch of a shooting guard, and the rebounding prowess of a traditional big man. It's like someone took the best parts of Magic Johnson, Dirk Nowitzki, and Tim Duncan and rolled them into one unassuming package. He sees the game in slow motion, says one NBA scout. It's like he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. This ability to process the game at a different speed allows Jokic to make passes that other players can't even imagine, let alone execute. As Jokic continues to pile up triple-doubles, he's blazing past NBA legends. He's already surpassed Larry Bird on the all-time triple-double list and is quickly gaining ground on Magic Johnson. At his current pace, it's not a question of if he'll catch the all-time leaders, but when. Jokic's game is a study in efficiency. Take his recent performance against the Lakers, a perfect 10 for 10 from the field in the first half. That's the kind of stat line that makes you double-check the box score to make sure it's not a typo. But as Jokic climbs the mountain of NBA legends, there's an elephant in the room that can't be ignored. His individual brilliance is happening against the backdrop of a league-wide offensive explosion. Teams are putting up points at a rate that would have been unthinkable just a decade ago. This raises some uncomfortable questions about the state of the game. While Jokic's play is a joy to watch, we must grapple with how his statistical feats fit into the broader context of NBA history, especially given the current offensive climate. Remember when scoring 70 points in a game was a career-defining moment? Fast forward to 2023 and we're witnessing Joel Embiid drop 70 points and Luka Doncic pour in 73 in the span of a single week. These aren't just great games, they're becoming startlingly regular occurrences in today's NBA. The league is in the midst of an offensive explosion that's rewriting the record books and challenging our understanding of what's possible on a basketball court. Teams are now averaging a jaw-dropping 115 points per game, a significant leap from the 106-point average we saw just a few seasons ago. This seismic shift in scoring is reshaping the way the game is played and experienced. But what's behind this surge? It's a perfect storm of factors. The pace of play has accelerated, with teams pushing the ball up the court faster than ever. Three-pointers have evolved from a novelty to a necessity, with sharpshooters launching from well beyond the arc with increasing frequency and accuracy. Rule changes aimed at creating a more fluid game have inadvertently led to an offensive bonanza as teams exploit these new freedoms to create scoring opportunities. This offensive revolution is changing the game for different types of players. Traditional centers are being pushed to the perimeter, while versatile unicorns like Nikola Jokic are thriving. The New York Knicks serve as a prime example of how teams are adapting. Once known for their gritty, defensive-minded approach, they've transformed into an offensive juggernaut with the second-best offense rating in the league at 119.7. As we marvel at the offensive wizardry of players like Jokic, it's worth considering the broader context. Are we witnessing the pinnacle of basketball brilliance, or the unintended consequences of a game tilted too far in one direction? The answer to that question could shape the future of the sport and set the stage for Jokic's continued dominance in this high-scoring era. Picture this: Nikola Jokic drops a jaw-dropping 33 points, 14 assists, and 12 rebounds against the Bulls. Yet the Denver Nuggets still walk away with an L. It's a mind-bending scenario that perfectly captures the paradox plaguing the NBA today. As Jokic cements his place among legends like Wilt Chamberlain, a troubling question emerges. Is offensive brilliance coming at the cost of team success? The Nuggets' defensive collapse in the same game tells the tale. They allowed a staggering 129 points, with every Bulls starter hitting double digits. Head coach Michael Malone's concern is palpable. I love Nikola, I really do, but I'm just so much more concerned about my team right now. It's a sentiment echoing across the league as individual stardom soars, but team victories remain elusive. This isn't just a Denver dilemma. Across the NBA, we're seeing a similar pattern unfold. Teams with stat-suffering superstars are lighting up scoreboards but struggling to translate those eye-popping numbers into consistent wins. It's as if the league has tilted too far towards offensive spectacle that the fundamentals of team basketball are getting lost in the shuffle. Yet, while offensive juggernauts grab headlines, it's often the defensive-minded squads quietly racking up wins. The Cleveland Cavaliers, for instance, managed to best Jokic and the Nuggets despite his triple-double. It's a stark reminder that defense still wins championships, even in this offensive explosion. As the league grapples with its identity crisis, change is in the air. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has hinted at potential tweaks to restore balance. But here's the million-dollar question. How do you preserve the thrill of high-scoring battles while ensuring defensive intensity remains crucial? The coming months could reshape the NBA's future. As teams like the Nuggets try to reconcile individual brilliance with collective effort, the league itself might be forced to make some tough calls. Will we see rule changes to temper the scoring boom? Or will teams find new ways to blend offensive firepower with lockdown defense? The answer could define basketball for years to come. As we reflect on Nikola Jokic's incredible journey, his dominance showcases otherworldly skills. But his rise coincides with the NBA's identity crisis, caught between the offensive fireworks and defensive grit. What do you prefer as a fan? Highlight reels or defensive battles? Can the NBA celebrate individual brilliance while preserving team play and defense? Jokic might need to adapt if rule changes shift the balance. The league's response could usher in a new era or signal twilight. What's your take on the NBA's future? Share your thoughts in the comments. Next up, Jared McCain. Is his game more than just a sharpshooter? Stay tuned, hoopheads!